Girl, it's hard for me not to play it.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Plug Inc. It's Vanessa here, and I just wanted to give you guys another tutorial. Now this tutorial is kind of similar to things that I have done already, but this tutorial focuses solely on makeup that comes from black brands, meaning these brands target African American women and minority skin tones. There's not a lot of beauty brands out there that focus solely on women of color, and I found it interesting that we as women of color, black women mostly, go to Sephora's and Ulta's and these huge makeup brands that don't necessarily focus on us and our skins in order to compensate for what they don't have for us. And I find it also interesting that we rather go to those huge bigger brands than go to our own. So I thought it was extremely important for me to go ahead and record a video that focused solely on brands for women of color that are not only for women of color but are super duper affordable. So if you're interested in the tutorial, then go ahead and just keep watching. Please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this video. Love you guys. So I already have one eye almost done. Now I'm going to go ahead and start working on this eye. And to prime my lids, I'm going to be taking the Black Radiance Perfecting Eyeshadow Primer. And I'm going to place an ample amount of this on my lid, making sure that I cover my entire lid. Alright, I'm going to take some Scotch tape and I'm going to use this to outline my eye. Then I'm going to take my MAC 224 brush. I'm going to go into the Juvia's Place Nubian palette, the green one. And I'm going to pick up both the orange shade and this brown shade. And I'm going to dust this into my transition area. Then I'm going to pick up this Morphe M441 brush, and I'm going to pick up the deepest color from the Nubian palette, and I'm going to place this right in my outer crease. And I'm going to pack it on in the crease and blend upward. I'm going to take it on the eyelid a little bit as well. Switching back over to my MAC 224, I'm going to go back into those transition colors and just blend out any harsh lines. I'm also going to bring my transition into my inner corners. Then I'm going to take this e.l.f. flat brush and I'm going to go into the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette and I'm going to pick up the shade Ya. I'm going to dab this directly on my lid. I'm not swiping, I'm dabbing. Then with that tape, I'm going to go ahead and remove it. So I'm going to start with my Black Radiance Complexion Primer. And I'm going to just rub this in the areas that I know will get really, really oily, which is my T-zone. Right here in between my eyes and my forehead and my chin. And then I'll kind of just spread it out. For foundation today, I'm going to be using two. I'm going to be using the Black Radiance Color Perfect Oil Free Liquid Makeup, and this is in the shade Mocha Honey. I'm then going to use the Shea Moisture Weightless Shade Serum Foundation to take my Real Techniques complexion sponge, and I'm going to dip it into those two colors and just go ahead and apply it to my face. Alright, for concealer, I'm going to be using the Black Opal Even True Concealer. Alright, this looks okay to me. I'm going to wear these two foundations together just to see how they work throughout the day, but they were really, really affordable, especially the Black Radiance Oil-Free Makeup. It is $4, I think. Alright, to set my under eye, I'm going to use the Sacha Buttercup Setting Powder. Right, so I pretty much baked my entire face. I'm going to go into the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette and I'm going to pick up the shade Cleopatra on this brush. So I'm going to run this along my lower lash line. Then I'm taking a stippling brush and I'm going to brush off all of this powder. Taking my black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Cafe, I'm going to use this to bronze up my skin. For highlight today, I'm going to use the Black Radiance Artesian Color Baked Bronzer, and this is in the shade Rum Spice. I know it's a bronzer, but it is a really great highlight for women of color. Alright, to give myself some extra highlight, I'm going to use the Jackie Aina collaboration with Elf Cosmetics. She has a highlighter in the palette, and I'm going to use that to just lighten up my face a little bit more. For my lip gloss today, I'm going to be using the Smooch Maquillage lip gloss, and this is in the shade No Shade, which is a very just clear and beautiful gloss. For lashes, I'm going to be wearing the Miracle Watts lash, and this is in the style Sultry.
Trying to get to you, baby. But the song so fucking dope, girl, it's hard for me not to play it. To tell the truth, wish it was you.